Hey guys, Orla and Davin here. I thought I'd just do an update. So this past weekend I was at a convention at Anime Boston, and I was really super busy doing everything for that, so I haven't really done much of an update for my channel recently. But I was trying to do sew my costumes. I was trying to get everything packed up and stuff, doing my props and my accessories and everything, so I really didn't have any time to do anything else other than that and a little bit of schoolwork. But now that's over, I'm kind of suffering post-con depression, and it's really sad. I hate it. I hate that feeling coming back from the con. You're like, oh, going back into the real world now, but that's pretty much what I have to deal with. So now I'm trying to do schoolwork and catch up with school and stuff, seeing as we only have a week of classes left, and I have to finish everything by next Wednesday, and that's going to be a pretty difficult task, but I think I can tackle it, so it'll be good. But I had finally made Davin clothes for the convention. He's finally fully... No, his pants are done, hold on. He's finally fully clothed. I made him pants using a tutorial on Den of Angels. It's a patternless pants tutorial, and as well as a patternless shirt tutorial. It's an extremely awesome tutorial. One of the users on DOA made it, and it's really useful. People who are sewing, who are stupid with sewing like I am, seeing as I'm just really learning now. I was able to make him a really nice looking shirt and pants before the convention, so he was clothed for the meet. I did go to the BJD cult meetup, but my painful shyness got in the way. I didn't get to talk to a whole lot of people, so I was able to introduce this guy though, and I was able to handle a few different dolls. Thankfully, there were a bunch of minifees there, and I wanted to handle one of the minifees, but I was being the quiet person I am, I was too shy to ask to handle the dolls. But I did handle a couple of MSDs. The girl next to me was really nice. She let me play with one of her MSDs, so that was cool. I think it was a Volks MSD. I can't remember which model it was though. She said she had just gotten it, but I had this guy with me. I didn't have a carrier bag, so trying to finagle a way to bring him to the con with me to Boston was interesting. I had to bring him on the train and on the subway with me without making him break. Thankfully, my mother is a savior, and she brought me bubble wrap for work, so I put him in my backpack, wrapped in bubble wrap with his face up protector, and his hands were separately wrapped in bubble wrap as well, just to make sure he wouldn't break. And he survived the entire con, or at least the transportation of the con. I was gonna carry him around the convention, but I was so paranoid someone would bump into me and I was gonna drop him, so I decided to leave him in the room for a big chunk of the time because I was just again afraid. Since seeing as the Heinz Convention Center is such a packed place during Anime Boston, so I didn't carry him around with me. So I just brought him to the meet at the hotel, and that was pretty much it. But yeah, I went to a bunch of meetups, actually just 2 meetups. I went to a Final Fantasy meetup. It was, seeing I was cosplaying, one of my cosplays was Renoa Hartley from Final Fantasy VIII. I cosplayed her, and I went to the Final Fantasy shoot on Friday. And then on Saturday, we did Yu-Gi-Oh! And we went to the Yu-Gi-Oh! Photo shoot. I was cosplaying Ishizu Ishtar, and my 4 hotel roommates were Bakura, Merrick, Mai, and Joey. And our Merrick was actually a guy, which our Bakura's boyfriend. So it was really cool. He was really in character. We were all trying our damnedest to be in character. He was probably the best of our group. But that was always fun, just yelling out random abridged series references such as "ignore me" and "I don't care" and stuff like that. So that was always fun. We're huge fans of the abridged series, Yu-Gi-Oh! The abridged series, so we had to make abridged series references all weekend. It's kind of cool how that kind of revived the Yu-Gi-Oh! Fandom, seeing as there were so many Yu-Gi-Oh! Cosplayers at the con. There were 4 Yu-Gis, countless Bakuras, countless Merricks, 2 Seto Kaibas, actually only 2 Joeys, including our Joey, and our Mai was the only Mai there, and I was the only Ishizu there. So we went to that. That was fun too. We met a bunch of cool people. And Sunday, not much happened. Sunday was just kind of a go to the dealership and buy stuff day, but seeing as I had no room left in my bag, seeing as I packed way too much and this guy was taking a big chunk of space in my backpack, I decided not to buy anything. Originally, originally. I was going to go to the dealer's room, and I went to the dealer's room and something caught my eye. It was beautiful. It was an Ezio Auditore da Firenze action figure from, it was an articulated play arts figure from Assassin's Creed 2 / Assassin's Creed Brotherhood, and I am such a fan-tard for that series. I love Assassin's Creed, and actually I've never played the game myself before, but I've watched all the playthroughs. I've watched a bunch of videos on the series on YouTube. I follow the series like religiously. It's so good. But it was Ezio in his, I believe, Master Assassin robes, or the Altair armor, I think, from the second game, and I just fan-seizured. I'm like, oh my god, I have to have this, but I went back on, I was gonna buy it, but I'm like, oh, I'll just think about it, saying it's $50, so I figure like, oh, I'll think about it, and if I don't find anything else I want, I'll buy that, and I went back on Sunday, and it was gone, so I was a little down about that, but that's okay. It's still available online, so that'll be good. But I did do a bunch of documentary videos on the whole convention, including the day we went to get our badges. Whole weekend was so hectic, but it was so much fun. Like a million costume changes, trying wig slips and makeup problems. Thankfully I was prepared. We were all prepared. We brought glue and thread and extra stuff. I just sew up my Renault zipper jeans zipper shorts because the zippers kept like coming up as I was walking. So I went back to the hotel room and sewed up the bottoms so they wouldn't keep opening up. But yeah, there were a million Renaults there. I was the only Shizu, but there were like 4 or 5 other Renault cosplayers there. But that's to be expected since she's a popular character. So next year I'm going to try and cosplay more obscure, less cosplay character from that series. I'm going to try and cosplay Keistis Trupp from Final Fantasy VIII instead. I'm going to try that. I'm going to reprise my Ishizu costume next year because we're all going to do Yu-Gi-Oh! Again. We're just going to do a bunch of improvements on our costumes. I'm going to try and get a hold of a dual disc. Armai was dealing with the dual disc, but we're going to try and get dual discs. I'm going to be a Shizu in her Battle City outfit. I did her regular dress out from like the first episode of Season 2, or the first couple episodes of Season 2 when she's first introduced, with the dress with the stripes on the top. But I want to do her Battle City outfit because it requires a lot more accessory making. I just have to make a basic white dress and do lots of accessories. And then I'm going to try and attempt a really hard one. I don't know if I can tackle this yet, but I'm going to try and go as Claudia Auditore, Ezio's sister, in her assassin's robes from the Brotherhood. I love her assassin's robes, so they're so cool. So I'm going to see if I can throw something like that together, seeing as I have the whole year to do it. A little less than a year, seeing as the con is a little earlier next year. But I'm going to attempt that. If I can't attempt that, I'll just do like 2 other costumes, but hopefully that'll work out. This guy pretty much survived the trip. The only thing that was a little bit of troublesome, he has a little scratch on his nose for some reason. He has his face-up protector and everything, but he has a scratch on his nose. So that's probably a good sign that I have to redo his face-up. Either I can spray him with some more ZM or redo his face-up, but he's got a lot of ZM on his face already, so I think he's due for a retake for his face-up, seeing as I've been meaning to give him a new one recently. And seeing as school is over next week, after I'm done with all my assignments, I can do that. There's no signs of my girl. It looks like DDE is just getting through the January orders now. Fairland's only working on their January 16th order at this point, so they're really backed up. And as far as I know, they're having certain lines of dolls sold out for a certain time, just so they can do some catch up. I know they're for a certain time they're getting rid of. It's not permanent as far as I know. They're getting rid of the whole Feeple 70 line for a little bit. The whole Real Pookie line. Some of the Pookie Pookies. Or the Pookie Fee. I can't remember if it was all the Pookie Pookies or the Pookie Fees. It wasn't all the Pookie Fees. It was like a couple of them. Yeah, they're just doing that to catch up, I assume, seeing as they're so behind from the winter event. Shows me to never order around a Fairyland winter event, or any kind of Fairyland event, from what I know, seeing as Fairyland's so darn popular. I'm also glad I ordered her, seeing as they have a price increase on the dolls, like $30 or so, like starting in June. Shipping is going up too, so thankfully I ordered her early. But from the looks of it, I'll have her by mid to late next month. I don't expect her any earlier than that, seeing as they're so backed up. But hopefully I'll get her soon. I'm really anxious to get her. I'm about to order her some clothes on Etsy. Seeing as I didn't spend like any money on the con other than train fare and food, I figure I can allow myself to splurge a little for my dolls and get her some clothes, so she can be dressed when she gets here. Other than this guy, unlike this guy was like totally naked when I first got him, face up plus, and only had a pair of underpants. But yeah, I think that's pretty much it for now. I'll probably upload the videos from the convention onto my channel. That'll happen eventually. It'll probably happen in between all my assignments for school. But they will be uploaded eventually because they're funny. So, yeah, it includes our little adventures at the convention and stuff. And I think you guys, hopefully you guys will enjoy them. But I guess that's it for now. And thanks for watching. Talk to you guys later. Bye.